welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We're just here in the beginning of the mountain pass and on our way to the monastery where we will get some fresh elect or whatever it's called. Actually, the cave I have is the first, so far only one I found in the game.
What's in here?
Beloved morning, Lord, I must request of thee a reverential reverie. I visited this place in a forlorn and forgotten age to lay mine eyes upon the blood of Lathander.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
So they kept the blood of Lathander here. No wonder it was looted.
Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing. I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
is ripe with magic.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Salutations.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. What's inside?
It's also funny with wooden doors and stuff that the game also keeps it realistic, that you can just hack them open with your sword and stuff, for example.
Talking statues are never a good sign.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
A magic mouth spell. So that voice must be from someone long deceased.
Never a dull moment. Seems like the best way.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Let's see.
Excellent choice. Let's get going.
That will not serve them well.
Where did you... Journey's over, Istik. It'll be swift. Kithrak Therazin is similarly concerned. Perhaps you could be of use to her. Seek her within.
As Yak. No, it was some war story. Leave me alone. The watch must remain un...
I see they're letting even Istik mercenaries in these days.
That's right.
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Squall? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this. Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly. On your way, then.
Right. You're next on the list. That's why you're here, guarding nothing. I don't know. It's rather dark down here, Rustil.
I was not yet done exploring on top. So this would be the like some goodie bait, but apparently was related to the main objective of this part. Ah, okay. There you go.
An Estic allowed to soil our halls? Chick.
Heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
This is only a taste of the mercy a gate would show you. Perhaps a tadpole has already addled your brain. Is that it? Avril! Stop this insufferable whining. Your disobedience brings shame on Kresh. Shocky! Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear.
Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. Or for you.
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? I suppose your inane spewings have distracted enough from my lesson. Go wet the swords. I want them sharp enough to peel a Gake's eyeball just by looking at them. I hope you prove as weak as this should we meet on the battlefield, Istik. You are well on your way to being Gate food. Do better!
Savage Keth. He'd happily help you improve. Savage Keth always said this plane was full of wheat. If you keep interrupting...
I love fighting with... You're close enough to see the...
What do I do? I'm going to double my...
Outsiders aren't supposed... Gate have sick... Stop distracting me!
Quicker! A Gate would have smeared you across the floor by now.
That was amazing. I've never seen someone talk the Savage down from a rage like that. He's always telling us how we have to be ruthless, that death is the only mercy we deliver. But you showed compassion and kindness. You're just like... Never mind. I speak of Orpheus, the true prince. He's so strong and wise, and he rides a comet. A comet! We're forbidden to talk about him. They say Vlaakith knows if you even think his name. I found his book. Part of it anyway. I read it all the time. He's unbelievable. What is it? Is this another part of the book?
Are you mad? This legend is a heresy to my queen. Merely uttering his name is enough to tempt a violent fate.
These words. There's so much more to know about him. I can't believe it. Please, let me give you the fragment I have. Thank you, Rastil. Razerai ka tavkin crushed.
Quicker! A Gate would have smeared you across the floor by now. Strike hard! Slash flesh! No hesitation! Mercy is death, death is mercy. This is Vlaakith's will. Quicker! A Gate would have smeared you across the floor by now. Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation!
Unless you want to be set up as target practice, I suggest you leave, Istik.
Is mercy. This is Vlaakith's will.
I can't say anymore. The Savage might hear. Now, please.
Traitor! A gate would have smeared you across the floor by now. What is it? These insufferable interruptions are distracting from my lessons. Our wars are waged against Gake, not bandits and petty thieves. The slightest mistake, the smallest hesitation, and you die. The warrior next to you dies, 100 more behind them. So we ensure that in our ranks, there are no mistakes. I wouldn't expect an istic to understand. On this plane, inadequacy is expected.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place. Hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like anything you've seen before. Just as you find your flow, you slip. Perhaps you should leave before someone notices. Not the artistic breakthrough you were hoping for, but it has a certain unorthodox charm.
Get rid of it before the Inquisitor sees.
There is work to do.
Entirely too empty. I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. amusing. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning. You linger still. You will find Varsh Koku watching over his clutch of one. Follow the rocks through the acid, but do not approach the egg.
Approach the egg, Istik. It is strictly forbidden. This hatchery is a place of solemn duty and care. No one approaches an egg without my permission. Still, I suppose a guest in our creche can be allowed some understanding. What brings you to my hatchery?
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the Varsh of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? That's what I feared. Still, I'm sure its nature will pervade, even if raised among lesser species. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Thurizen's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg. Come on now. It's time to come out.
Don't you want to fight with your brothers and sisters? Fighting a battle already. Not even
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
You are permitted in here. Do not confuse that with being welcome.
Please come out.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Large green egg with an uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass. We must scout the crash. The purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary. Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. I have never learned, however, of a Varsh obsessed with a late egg's survival. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Though it must be said, you are an uncommonly adequate member of your species. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Go on, then. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Your mind connects with Laysal's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious, but the true air, when the ash had true air, glory.
You've got the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then. Before I change my...
I think also going off and no survival next time.